episode of Unit E podcast, and my name is George.
I'm Margaret.
And I'm Flora.
And as some people may notice, we have a new guest on our podcast episode today, and his name is Shidong. Yeah. Give the audience an introduction.
Hello everyone, my name is Shidong. So I'm from 11th grade in BCIS, and I'm friends with all of them, and I'm glad they invited me to come on their podcast. And I'll see what they talk about today.
Yeah, so what was it that you wanted to talk about, Shidong?
Well, since I thought I wasn't truly qualified for anything else, might as well talk about sports and academics and how to balance that, because that's a big issue.
Shidong is a very sporty person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does volleyball, basketball, and football. But he's worse than me in football.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah. And
so I lead the conversation?
Yeah.
All right. So, well, first of all, I think like balancing sports and education is a really big issue in all schools. Because I've heard many parents say, don't go do sports. That'll ruin your education. Or some people are oh yeah, just go do sports and maybe develop a future out of just sports. But I think you need to find an actual balance. I heard Eileen Gu.
Oh yeah.
I've heard her speak on it. She was doing an appropriate amount of sports actually helps you learn, helps you in education. Not only has physical benefits but also mental benefits. I'm sure you all have heard from professional athletes that it's good to do sports. But just coming as a normal student, I can feel the benefit of sports. I can feel the benefit and not be a professional athlete. I'm just a student, but sports is equally as important as education. So yeah.
So do you have an example of how some of your sports have been able to be implemented in some of your subjects or have influenced you?
As our coach says, it's not a I wouldn't say it's direct. You feel direct impact, but as you do more sports, of course, you learn more teamwork skills. You learn more perseverance. You work through injuries. I was injured the whole time, and then that just really impacts on maybe you trying harder for this essay. You're not procrastinating for an essay. Maybe you're more active in class because you grew that confidence playing sports. So I think it's really those little things that carry on to I don't know, having a greater impact. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess also sports serve as a way to relax and pull yourself out of the academic pressure. Of course, because sometimes, although I'm not very good at football, but I enjoy playing football, and sometimes the after school trainings, I look forward to the trainings.
Right.
It's some kind of leisure activity.
Yeah. Also those tournaments that we go to, right? Academics. We can just leave school for a week.
Yeah.
But of course, not miss out on any important things, but we get to, if you're qualified enough, just go have fun, develop new skills.
Spend more time with your friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
because it's a long year.
Those kind of events, I guess they help you develop your time management skills.
Yeah.
Beforehand, you have to go talk to all the teachers and basically discuss what work I have to catch up and manage your time.
Of course, there's a balance.
Yes.
And from my own thoughts on skating, so some of my friends who did skating with me, a part of the reason why they stopped school for 1 year or just stopped going to school is because in skating, the policy for the past years was when you get to level 10, you can get into a college Tsinghua or something as a 特长生. So you don't need grades or anything, just with your performance in that sport, you can already have a job or something, and so that's kind of where the choice has to be made.
I don't really agree with that system where it's you have to pursue only one direction. I think balance is actually really important, because you don't want to just just be an athlete or just be a student. Like, as I said, it benefits both sides, and I don't really like the way that the system is. How you have 特长生, you have like all this college and stuff.
I guess that's like a specialty in China. I guess.
Yeah.
In like outside of China, it's quite different because like in China we see like all these kids like from a very young age they go into some kind of like 体校, like what's it called, like sports academy,
yeah.
kind of things, like so they only have training, like, and they basically abandon all the like academic stuff, and in the end they don't go to college but they go on like a professional career in like whatever sport. But in America I think it's quite different because like they still have to have like academics in high school, right, in order to play like college basketball, like because there's like a minimum requirement for a GPA or something. That's like leads to more.
Wait, but like,
overall.
but like for the TSAO, don't they just like choose like an like 专业 path? Like they're not
100
planning
people
on
going
going to
for
like
one.
Yeah,
college.
if they fail, their whole life like fails.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
in America it's kind of
Yeah, it's different. Like I have this friend that like left school at like 7th grade or something, and then just played basketball. Like went to like a basketball academy and just full on. I think now he's like our age. I think. I don't really know much about him anymore because he's just literally in his like basketball camp, but not like in school and stuff. But like, I really hope everything works out for him. But like, there's so many people that go to these camps. Not every one of them can become professional players. Like, there's bound to be some people that succeed and some people that fall off, and maybe like I don't know what their future like holds for them. Like, how do you not go to school, only want to become an athlete, but then fail your athlete like path, and how does that work? So I don't really like that.
And I like saw some comments on the athletes that participated in the Olympics, and some people say that, oh, like you see them now shining and having like this chance to perform at such a big stage, but like after their career, since they don't have like school or like have the skills to like pursue some other jobs, they might just like be, I don't know, useless like for the rest of their lives, which sounds like really, I don't know, sad, because like they've like trained their whole life for that one moment, and then like proceeding that competition, they might just like stop and fade away. I don't know. Yeah.
Like in the NBA, for example, like you might see like LeBron James and like Michael Jordan. There's like there's only 400 something players in the NBA, and only like a few like tens of them probably succeed and make like a 15-year career. Most of them like fall off after maybe like 5 years, 6 years, and then a huge portion of that actually go broke because they didn't get the full college experience. Some of them maybe didn't even go to college. That's why like a lot of successful like athletes, after they get like a certain achievement, they go back to college and they try to get a degree. So like that just really proves as well that like the balance is really important. You must have education like with sports like complementing that. So yeah.
I'm a little curious about like what like inspires you to pursue so many like, sports, and like what do you enjoy about it?
Honestly, I don't
It's
even
the
know.
process.
Honestly, like
So like how did you start? Like
I guess it was maybe a parent thing. Like maybe I think my mom, like my parents, like used to maybe just sign me up for sports because I think they knew the benefits of sports as well. So they just signed me up for sports, like, and why specifically the sports that I chose, I think it's just like many years of like doing them and just like I don't like that, I like that, I don't like that, and then like I just choose like the sport that I like the most. But over the years, like I've really just like been doing a lot of sports, and I feel like it's really beneficial. Yeah.
I think we've just started like DP, like Flora, Shidong, and I, for about like 10 days or so right now. But like right now the work pressure isn't, there's not too much like pressure from like academics right now. But like I think as we progress through the year, there's gonna be more and more workload for us. So would you consider like dropping some sports essentially, like because like it's pretty time consuming because like our school operates on like 3 trainings per week, so like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then 2 hours per day. So it takes up a lot of like out of school time.
All our coaches say that we're student athletes, and the student comes first, and then athletes. So if we have a work that we have to finish or something, or maybe the workload is just too hard, of course you'll consider your student identity first, and then athlete. So, but I honestly don't think that I'll drop a whole sport. Maybe I'll miss a few trainings, but not a whole like sports season, because that wouldn't be very fun.
Maybe like a really cliche question, but like, what do you think is something that like you would tell others that like sports really has like taught you or something?
Well, you know, besides like the obvious like teamwork, like resilience, besides those like cliche like obvious ones, I guess it's like special relations, like how you come into a school. Maybe you know there's different friend groups in different schools. Like that's just a natural thing that occurs. If you do sports, that's like one extra way of meeting new people and getting to know friends. Because when I came into the school, to be honest, the transition was pretty smooth because I could just find a bunch of friends that played basketball and I just played basketball with them. So yeah, I think that's the most like unique thing, because there's millions of people around the world that play sports. Not everyone is gonna like make money off it. But I think it's the connections and the relations that you build because of sports that's the most important. That's why also I encourage like everyone to join some sort of sport at least. And like team sports is even better because you get to just
I don't think
you don't agree with that? Okay, we can start this debate, Margaret.
Oh, why?
Not really like team sports or like competition sports. It's just sports like that offers you like this platform to connect with somebody else. So like my parents say like I train tennis a lot, so like on a weekly basis right now. But like I'm not good enough to go pro or like compete with other people on a
You keep going.
on like professional level. But like they say like, for example, as I go to like university, I can find like people who also play tennis, and I have that level that is like enough to like play with them, and basically it's a way of connecting with other people. Socializing basically.
So it's kind of like how golf is played to like
rich people,
time
for business people.
So in your previous episodes, I know you talked about like happiness in school, and like peer pressure and stuff. So like I think all these topics are like interconnected, like, and sports like in a great like affects them like a great amount. So like for example, like happiness, as George was saying like earlier, right? He was saying how like we have a long year, like the academic pressure is really hard, and like sports is just a way to get out of maybe the school atmosphere, like
take
classroom. Get out of the classroom and enjoy like some fresh air, and enjoy some like physical activity instead of your mental like activity. So I think it does like a great like it improves your like mental health and like happiness like by a lot. Like I think you agree, right? Like from like a personal standpoint. Oh my God. What happened?
Wait, so you don't think that like, I think you have a lot of like, I know like extracurricular like sports. So would you think it would like have the reverse effect, like bring more pressure? Sometimes, because you have to like spend the entire like afternoon at school playing sports.
No, I never view like training as like a burden.
It's just my question.
So I never view training as a burden. It's always like a fun experience, I guess. An enjoyable experience.
And for like games and stuff, of course it is a competitive nature of sports. And of course, if you lose it, of course you're gonna be sad. You might cry. I don't know.
I remember him crying in the changing room in my lap because like he won like Isaac tournament finals.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Crying.
But no, you learn a lesson after each like loss or after each training. Like, there's no burden on you saying you must win this. You're not professional. You don't get paid millions to do this. You're a student, and you pay for the students actually. So, but I'm just saying how like there's no burden on you, like not at all. Maybe
Plus, like,
yeah,
the pressure from like before games and like pressure of performing well isn't negative.
yeah, it helps you.
It's like it inspires you to perform better. And there's like not much like actual negative emotions that are engendered through this like pressure before games.
Yeah, like the pressure you feel before games, you can very well translate that to when you give a speech or something. Like you feel the same kind of pressure. Yeah, well, like the podcast we're doing right now. But no, it's not stressful at all. No, it actually helps actually. All right, so there's like many examples of like athletes in our schools, you know, like me and like some of my friends, you know, and maybe like I don't know, George, what do you think of us like as like our friend group? Do we give like a good image to like the sports community, or do we like give off like
Us?
a negative? Yeah, what do you think? No, like everyone does sports. Like, do you think that we give off like a good image to sports?
Of course, it's like a positive image.
Do you think so?
Like,
But it is really like normal that maybe some people that do sports don't have that like great grades. So like, what do you like think about that? Grades.
grades
like,
in academics.
In academics, like,
Yes.
because I know some people have bad images like on the sports group because they have bad grades, or maybe because they're too extroverted. I don't know, and they're just goofing around all the time. But what do you think?
I guess it's just failing to prioritize like your identity as a student over athlete, because high school sports isn't professional sports. It's way different. High school sports are supposed to be like a supplement to your academics, right? And people failing to acknowledge that will like result in basically placing this wrong priority on sports over academics, which I guess isn't right. Yeah.
What do you think, Flora? Because I know you don't like join a lot of sports, and I don't see you in any sports. So what do you think of like people that do sports?
No, it's like I feel like it's really nice that they do engage in a lot of sports, and I don't know why there is like this stereotype about they get bad grades, but I think that's like sort of like the trend. But like I don't really understand the reason. Maybe it's because they like sports really much, and so they want to dedicate all of their time on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I understand that. It's just like I don't know.
The balance is really important.
Yeah.
Like, you have to find the balance, because doing too much sports isn't a good thing, if I'm being honest.
Do you think you do too much sports?
I don't think so. Maybe a tad bit, but I don't think so, honestly. Like, I think I have a good balance.
Yeah.
Like, my parents make sure I have a good balance as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
My peers as well. Like, we do a really good job of, you know, if it's time to cut it, we cut it. If it's time to study, we study. Since now we're in DP already, like, it's self-management, time control is really key skill to have. So I think, yeah, we work on that.
I think there's no such thing as like too much sports, as long as it doesn't affect your like other stuff in life.
So there is
So there
too much
is
sports.
too much sports.
No, you just have to know how to manage your other things.
Yeah, but like it's too much when you don't have like the management skills. Like
I
you can't manage.
think one of our students did a extended essay on like the amount of sports you do and your like academic achievements, and she did get the conclusion that, you know, if you do too much sports, it's not very good for you. So you do have to find a balance.
So is that it for this episode?
Sure.
Okay.
And so that'll be it for this episode.
Oh,
we talk about it. My bad.
No, like.
So this is the end of our episode. Do you have anything more to say?
Yeah, I'm really glad that you guys like invited me to come. Like, I honestly wasn't expecting this, and since I'm here, I just want to like encourage everyone that's watching to go join a sport, like go do something like that's physically like active. And yeah, that's my main message. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
You're here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shidong.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Shidong.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bro, what are you doing? Let's get this.
Okay.
So I know that you guys talk about like happiness and like
Previous episode.
previous episodes. I definitely watched them, and then okay. definitely watch them.
I will
Oh my
definitely
God.
film